So this is what I call the brick. This is a training aid that I developed over about a year and a half. And what I did is I took actual PGA Tour data for their vertical swing plane through impact, meaning that how is their club head moving through impact? What angle is that on? Imagine kind of a sheet of glass that's at an angle. What is their actual angle? Well, I measured that, found out that pros are extremely consistent on those angles. And I have 3 settings here. So if you have the brick, you go ahead and go to the shallowing setting on the top, put it in the driver, written driver today. And then I'm going to put on the shallowing setting on the side a stick that lines up toward my target. That's all you have to do to get it perfectly set up. I'm then going to set my golf ball about 6 to 8 inches inside of this alignment stick that's going toward my target. And now I know that if I'm shallowing it out correctly, I'll be kind of matching that angle of the stick on the downswing, missing the stick to the inside as I come through, and then hitting it nice and square. Now if you've already done the drills to square up the face, now it's really simple, because all I have to do is swing and miss this stick and I know I'm shallowing it out. So you don't have to guess, is that enough shallowing? Have I done it right? Have I done it wrong? This gives you the perfect angle based on real tour players' data. So from here, the great thing about this is called interference practice. So if I put a giant stick in the way, that really is going to make it to where it doesn't make any sense at all to start coming down steep and whacking into the stick. I've found when you put an obstacle in the way, people shift their swing pretty quickly. So we could take 6 months of lessons trying to shallow it out, or we could just put this giant stick here that says, hey, this is what you have to miss to shallow it out. And I find people self-organize pretty quickly. So from here, I'm going to work on those same positions. I'm going to go halfway down, make sure my club face is a little closed there, say, okay, that feels good. I feel like I'm going to miss the stick. And then from there, I can just go ahead and hit drivers, swinging the inside of the stick, and I know I'm shallowing it out perfectly. There we go, hit that one nice and solid. Now, if you want to get your own brick, and I highly recommend it, this is actually just one of the features that it does. It also works on getting spin on your wedges and getting shaft lean, straightening out your swing direction so that no longer am I hitting a big slice or a big hook. I can straighten it out to know that I'm dead straight. So many more features on here, but the main one that I want you to start with is shallowing it out. There'll be a link down below this video somewhere where you can get your very own brick. A lot of times when people shallow it, again, they're not aware of how to square the club face. They shallow the shaft out, faces up toward the sky. When they get down here, the face is in this position, and there's really just no way to square it up from there. There's not enough time to square the face up. What the pros are doing is in this position, they're closing the face down a little bit, and I can do that either by strengthening my grip, meaning I turn my hands a little more this way. I can also do that by feeling like I rotate the hands down, almost like I'm doing this with my hands in the downswing. But one way or another, I need to get this toe of the club basically perpendicular to the ground or a little bit close to that in the downswing. Now once I'm in that position, all of a sudden it makes sense to swing from the inside and shallow the club out. So when I shallow it now and I pause head high, look at that club face perpendicular to the ground. So that's why it's so important, critical, to square the club face first. If the face is open, the more you shallow it, the worse it's going to get. Because every degree you shallow the shaft, it opens the club face a degree too. So if you're struggling blocking them to the right, that's the cause. Do about 10 or 15 swings where you kind of pause here, close club face, pause here, close club face, and then try to feel that same thing when you make a swing and hit a ball. Now you should see when you do that, this ball should start to draw or to even hook a little bit. Let me try that out. There we go, and that ball came out drawing quite a bit. That's okay. Once I close that club face first, I'm ready to get from the